Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today, if you keep having the same experience with every deck, you just might not be into men, and that's okay. As always, you can get the seed from the video description, and when you're ready, I'm going to play on Ghost deck because the card back looks like two Muppets holding hands with their mouths. Let's go Gold Stake Ghost deck. First boss is Clubs. First round, we actually have a flush right away. Spade flush, no problem. Okay. Brainstorm as a rental. Not just that eternal rental. One thing we could do, you could take the Brainstorm and you could hex it and you could get Polychrome, and since we're playing on the Ghost deck, you could get an Onk, maybe. Alright. Let's think this through. So, if you take Brainstorm, what would we actually copy with it? So, it copies the Joker on the left. Usually you're copying some Molt Joker, maybe you copy some Chips Joker, whatever it is. Whatever the thing that you need for your build is, that's the thing that you copy. Not as strong as Blueprint, but at least a ×2. So the question is, would you take an Eternal Rental Duo this early? I think maybe Duo is not strong enough. Maybe I wouldn't do that. Other consideration, let's say it's Eternal Rental. Card Shark is a little bit stronger. It's ×3, but not on the first hand. You get ×3 on all of your other hands. Would you take Eternal Rental Card Shark this early? I think if I'm playing on the yellow deck or the blue deck, those are the decks where you have sort of the easiest economic, safety net in the early rounds. Probably I would do it on those decks, but maybe on the Ghost deck, we don't. If I take this rental, then I might not reach the interest cap, might not reach $25 for maybe 3 or 4 more rounds. That seems rough. The problem with this is it doesn't give me any points right now. At least if it was, let's say, Duo or Card Shark or Blackboard, we can use those to get points against the boss, help us survive even in round 4. Small blind of ante 2 would be fine. So even though it's a rental, we wouldn't have to buy anything else theoretically. But Brainstorm doesn't do anything on its own. So maybe in the next shop we get something like Mystic Summit or Abstract Joker, and then you copy it, and then you're paying a rental fee for a second copy of Abstract Joker, which you don't need. Probably we shouldn't take the Brainstorm. The best case scenario is you get some kind of money generator. Not just any money generator, but it needs to be specifically a money generator that is copyable by Brainstorm, which is not impossible, but I don't think that's super likely to happen. So I think I don't take Brainstorm here. I think if you do take Brainstorm and you do hex it, then because you have the Polychrome, you can win the big blind in one hand. You can beat the boss with what would be a 5-card hand for 400 points, and then maybe 2 pair or something like that. So that could work on the Ghost deck. If you take the Brainstorm here, you don't open the Buffoon pack because then if I'm already sort of, there's some risk associated with taking the rental, because then I'm not able to open packs, I'm not able to find other Jokers potentially. Then you don't open the Buffoon pack here. Whatever Joker you are going to get, you need it to show up in the shop, because if we open the Buffoon pack, there is additional risk. We could get additional rentals, you could get additional, just stuff that's not useful plainly. So I'm not going to take Brainstorm. I'm going to open the Buffoon pack instead. I think is safer. Do that. Beans. I guess I can take a Luchador, and we could save it for the boss if that was something that we were concerned about. But I think I'm just going to sell it for $2 and get interest. Now that we've missed on the Buffoon pack, do we want to take Brainstorm? And I think the answer for me is still no. I think if we don't take it, we can win without it. If we do take it, then there's a good chance that the rental prevents us from progressing. So let's go next. But again, if we're playing on the blue deck or the yellow deck, easy Brainstorm there, no problem. This sucks. So we could go for the flush. Something that I like to do in round 2 sometimes is play 2 pair. The idea there being, even if I do get the flush, I still need to follow it up, and sometimes it's difficult to get 2 5-card hands. So maybe you play a flush and then 2 pair twice, or sometimes 3 pairs can be enough if it's high enough pairs. The part of 4 is not really high enough. But maybe play the 2 pair first, saving the 9 and 8. Alright, I have 10, 9, 8, 7. That could be a straight, but I already threw away my jacks. So I would need either a jack or a 6. Could be we go for the spade flush here. Could be we play another 2 pair. I like the idea of 2 pair again. Okay, so if we play the 2 pair here, what are we throwing away? Are we throwing away clubs or hearts? Or if I keep the 9, the straight is not going to happen because I'm not going to get another 8. I'm not going to get another jack. I could probably throw away the spades. Do something like that. Alright, now we can get a clubs flush, probably. 3 7s, we could go for the full house. To get a full house, it could be we keep the 6 or the queen, probably the queen. So if we discard these 5, we would have to draw a pair. Could be we keep the queen, try to draw a queen, or some other pair. Could be we go for the clubs now. We have effectively 2 discards, right? We have discard and then 1 more hand. So I think, sure. And then we get the clubs. And if we didn't, we would use another hand. Okay. That's fine. Now what? Rental stencil. Rental stencil is very strong right now. Also, we can hex it, and when we are playing on the ghost deck, there could be an onk. Very rare chance, but it could happen. Stencil very strong early, but then falls off rapidly as we're picking up more jokers. I think of stencil as being kind of, it's always perishable, basically. Do I want this rental perishable, or I think the bus plus hex is strong enough to the point where even if the rental prevents me from buying anything, then it's strong enough that we survive. So let's do that. And then, now that we have a rental, we don't buy anything anymore. Alright, here I can discard first. Let's try to get a flush. I don't want a queen high flush. I can play ace high here to throw away the face cards. Okay, so this flush wins. That's it. So we just stack up the bust now. And then don't need the king. I can play ace high. There we go. Cool. Now what? Rebate, Mercury, boss is extra large. So Mercury for sure. Rebate for sure. Spectral pack first. Didn't get an onk, but we could go Grim for more aces. Try to get a gold card. Good enough. Let's go next. Alright, so let's go. Since we got the pair level, we can start with a pair of 4s. 400. Okay, so I think I can win with just 2 pairs instead of 3 pairs. So let's play high card ace here, saving our discards for the queens. Okay, there's a queen that we can discard. I can play high card 10 first. Alright, now we have the pair of aces, so we can't lose. Now we discard the queens. Actually, I'd like to keep the ace by playing the tens instead. Alright, so pair of tens about 800 points, so in the next round we play a pair twice. Okay. And could be Mystic Summit, could be Buffoon Pack here. Definitely we have access to more money because of the rebate. I think the bus is strong enough where I don't need a Mystic Summit as a perishable. Yeah, I think that's it. I just don't need it. Do I want to take the Mega Buffoon Pack anyway? I guess with the rebate, the rental is less scary. We can kind of just buy whatever. Sure. Okay. Usually with the bus, I would like to have a banner, but maybe if I have the rebate, I don't want the banner. Yeah. Guess take Glutinous Joker and then go next. Alright, rebate on kings. It takes 2 pairs to win. So we can start with a pair of 9s and then we can dig for a pair of 8s. Or we can dig for the 8s first. Let's play the 9s first. Okay. Rebate the king. Well, if I play 2 pairs, 2 pair too much, it might be too much. So I can play ace as a high card for 300. One more ace doesn't win. Get rid of Glutinous Joker. So this doesn't win. Okay, and then we can rebate the kings, and then we can play a pair of 2s, and then we're fine. 8-ball didn't work out, that's okay. Play the pair of 2s. Okay, the 2s didn't score very much there because not a lot of chips, but against the boss we should be fine with the higher pairs. Could be a blue seal and a gold card. Gonna be like that, huh? In that case, do we want a crystal ball to go with the blue seal? Sure. Go next. Rebate on 2s. So start with a pair of 8s. Okay. I can rebate the 2. I can play a pair of aces, and then there we go. Rebate 2s again, play the 10s first. Okay, and then we have the pair of aces. Okay, so probably maybe spades in case we get a blackboard. Play the pair of aces here. That's it. Cool. Alright, temperance for 11 bucks. Alright, so I don't need Jolly Joker. This boss says face cards face down. Alright, so I want temperance. I could save it and then we get more value from Northern Lion here if we hold temperance. Maybe if I use temperance, I can buy these standard packs and look for more seals. Sure. Alright, I don't need a holographic 10. I could be interested in a red seal queen. Obviously, it's not good with the bus. But if we have access to a blue seal, the red seal queen could be useful for a photograph in the future to replace the bus. It could be you strengthen the queen into an ace. Could be red steel card, could be red gold card. I think I'm gonna skip it. On the ghost deck, we could get a red seal later. Could get deja vu later. Let's go next. Rebate on kings. So the pair of aces, now level 3, should not win. Should be able to play a pair of aces. The next pair wins. So let's discard the king, keeping... I don't want a pair of sevens. I can play high card 8. Looking for another king. I can play high card 9 or... yeah, play high card 9. And then the pair of 5s wins. That's it. So I can play a pair of 5s. Are we using temperance here? If we use temperance now, we get $3 extra of interest. So maybe that's something that I'm interested in doing. I guess it's the same either way, use it or keep it. The benefit of using it, there could be a fool in the shop. Less than 1% of the time. Alright. We have a buffoon pack, could be Arcana. Let's go Arcana first, in case there's Hermie. No Hermie, but we have a wheel, we have a priestess. I do want Mercury, I think. Probably wheel instead of priestess. They have about equal chance of being useful. I guess priestess, if we miss, we can get $2. Ah, boiled again. Buffoon pack now? Sure. Rebate on aces? Sure. Could be hallucination. I already have 3 Eternals. I don't know if I want to take another Eternal. The hallucination's good with Northern Lion. Maybe. Probably. So could be like that. Could be if I already have 2 value generators, maybe I don't want another one. Alright. Of course, if you have brainstorm, then you copy rebate and hallucination. How about Jolly Joker? Sure. Go next. Alright, rebate on aces. If I play the pair is probably too strong, huh? There's no way it's 5,000 points, right? Even with the foil? How much was it before? It's gonna be close. Let's discard the ace first, just in case. Actually discard the 7 here. Alright, how about... I can play 2 pair instead of a pair. And I think that actually scores less points. It could play... yeah, let's try that. That's a lot of points. So if we play high card 10 now, high card 10 wins, I think. Bummer. Should have played high card, could have got another $10. Anyway, I guess we play the pair here. The rental fee and the gold card cancel out. Do I want to sell Jolly Joker? Might want to sell Jolly Joker. Get an extra $1. Yeah, the foil is doing a lot of work here. Okay. 2 Arcana packs could be Incantation. Incantation, maybe we try to get more gold cards, but we already have a blue seal, so maybe that makes me not want to do Incantation. I'm gonna go Arcana packs first or clearance sale. Arcana packs first in case we get Hermit. There's a Fool. That could have been a Temperance. Oh well, getting another Mercury card is not terrible. I could turn 2 Kings into Aces. Also seems pretty useful, both for the bust and also for mail-in rebate. Judgment. Sure. Acrobat is great. Clean Acrobat for what we're trying to do here. Alright, Plutonium, and maybe I'm willing to take Mars cards. That's something that we can upgrade into. But then take clearance sale and go next. Alright, face cards are face down. So rebate on 5s. We know the pair wins. The high card also kind of scores a lot. Let's play high card 9. So the next one wins. Discard the face cards. All right, and then we got, it was rebate on 5s. There's the pair of aces. At what point do we start playing 4 of a kind? Maybe when I have 14 aces? We'll see. Another Mercury card. And we got so much money we can open all the booster packs. Could be Emperor, could be probably just 2 5s, we hang them. Rebate on Jacks. Sure. And we don't need Celestial packs because we have the blue seal. Go next. Handy tag for 29 bucks. I think I don't want to skip here. I just want to get another shop. Rebate on Jacks. So start with the ace high. Okay. It's getting up there. If I do another ace high, that doesn't win, right? Close. Rebate the jacks. Play the 10s probably. Alright. No gold card, so the rental takes me down to 21. This boss, spades are debuffed. Okay. Chad as a perishable doesn't really do anything interesting for us right now. Erosion also doesn't do anything. Let's go Arcana. Alright, I could make a gold card. I could use death to get rid of another face card. I actually like the idea of making a gold ace for more money. I guess, do I care about the steel card? Maybe I go gold 9 instead. Alright, another death card. Could be steel ace. Could be make another ace out of a jack. Probably. And then go next. Rebate on aces. I can play 2 pair. Maybe. And then high card 9. Rebate the ace. I could play high card 10 and then try to draw another ace. I can't play a pair. So high card 10 is fine. And then I'm looking for another 3. Alright, there's a pair of aces. Cool. $33 on the bus. This boss, spades debuff, don't need riffraff here, so take the reroll and then standard pack. Do I want a gold seal rock? We could. Sure. Another value generator. Jupiter, we can go one more. There's Mercury, and then that's it. So now, rebate on queens. I can play Jack is a high card. Could be a queen as a high card, throwing away a jack. How many aces do we have now? We got 9. Okay. I could play 3 10s. I could play 2 pair 10s. What happens if I do 3 10s? I think 3 10s is safe. Let's try it. Okay, and then we can discard the queens. Okay. Pair of aces. 40,000, I guess. Alright, could be seeing double. In my aces, I only have 1 ace of clubs. Seeing double's not impossible, but we got a lot of money that we could probably do better. There's an orbital tag for pairs. Probably I want Arcana. I also want the paintbrush. So these two together take me down to 21. Go Arcana. Could be could be an Emperor here. Could be lucky cards. Emperor's fine. We can spin the wheel again. Okay. Purple King. Maybe I could turn it into an ace. Maybe I'm okay with a Purple King. And Faces Joker. Maybe we can make that work. Alright. Rebate on 5s. Starting with ace high. Okay. There's the 5s that we can rebate. I could discard these 5s, discard the ace. Okay. Aces and 7s as 2 pair. No 5s here, but maybe I could discard all these face cards. Okay. Now what? I can play ace high and then dig for the gold seal maybe. Could be like that. Otherwise we just play the 8s here. I don't need the sun. Pair of 8s. I need a death card. Maybe I should have taken hallucination. Obviously not necessary for us to win, but maybe could have been worth it. There's strength, also mime. So mime plus gold cards plus blue seal replaces Faces Joker. We can go look inside the Celestial Pack first. There's Mercury. Alright, Mega Spectral. I want strength, then Spectral. Wraith is too expensive. Could be Ectoplasm. Did we just got the hand size voucher? We could probably do Ectoplasm. Could be Grim to make some more fancy aces. Could be Cryptid to just make aces directly. I think I want Ecto here. I think if I am gonna Ecto, we get rid of Faceless, and I think Ecto or Acrobat is fine. I can still do the aces. We can do the aces first, and then maybe we copy them with Cryptid. Yeah, I don't need lucky aces, so there's the Acrobat and a Vagabond. I mean, we could. I just don't wanna. If we wanted to play 4 of a kind, that would be the way that we would do it. Get out of here. Go one more. Hallucination's back. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so now... Alright, so we got rebate on 4s. I could use my strength on the 3s to make 4s. I could save my strength for the Purple Seal King. So strength gives me money right now in the short term. or use strength to get rid of my kings. I think I'll use my strength for the kings. I have to remember rebate on 4s. Okay, so there's a bunch of aces. Maybe my pair is strong enough that I can start doing the 4 of a kind now. I believe. Though 4 of a kind makes rebate more difficult. Maybe that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Maybe. Sure. So, do I care about this gold card? Marginally. I'm not going to be able to use strength here. And I think that's okay. I'm not going to draw enough kings, right? There's a queen, a 4 we can discard. There's 1 king. So, could be discard the jack. Alright, strength on 1 king is probably good enough. There's the 4 of a kind. Mime gives me a second blue seal. Sure. Cool. This boss, we have an easier time getting the 4 of a kind. So there's a photograph. Probably we don't do that now. Bummer. Buffoon pack could be a trading card. Could be. Instead of a hallucination. Sure. Now I feel slightly awkward about opening the booster packs in this order, but I think that's fine ultimately. Didn't get the hallucination value for very long. Could be a purple 9 is much less good if we are using our discards for trading card, but trading card's perishable anyway, so maybe I do want the purple 9. Alright. Mercury cards, I think we still buy them just to be safe. World, I think, doesn't matter. So let's go next. Rebate on 3s. Let's start with, I can snap off a jack. I can play 5 as a high card. Okay. High card 8. Discard 2 3s to the rebate. Then I have a 4 of a kind aces. I don't need to play the 4 of a kind. We should be fine with just the pair of 6s. Because we have the acrobat. Sure. Okay. Rebate on 3s. Judgment, hiker, this stuff we don't care about. Buffoon pack maybe. Could be ancient joker. I guess not. Sorry, what's this boss? This boss is face down cards. Alright, there's another Mars card. I'm looking for a hung man maybe. Death would be nice. There's a throwback that we don't need. Go one more. Extra hand size could be instead of the rebate, could be instead of Northern Lion. Extra hand size because we have the mime. Makes it easier for us to do the 4 of a kind. This is okay. So, rebate on 3s. I could snap off a 2 here. I could wait for a face card with the trading card. I think this pair doesn't actually win if we want to play a pair of 2s here. Great, that's good to know. There's my 3s. Yeah, I think I want to do the thing. So let's snap off the 10 and then we can discard the 3s. Great. I'm stuck with the king, and that's okay. So there's high card, there's a 4. I can throw away the king now, I guess. And then here's 4 aces. We said we don't care about the moon. I guess I could turn my cards into clubs. Meh. Okay. Okay, rebate on kings could be buffoon back. Nope. Scholar's kind of interesting if we're doing all the aces, I guess. Could have been Scholar plus Seltzer, but maybe Seltzer's a little bit awkward with the Acrobat and the bus. Arcana we can re-roll. There's Immolate. So now, not a lot of aces here. We could light them up. Alright. I could make a glass ace. I could make a lucky ace. Probably glass ace is stronger. I think we have plenty of money. We don't really need the lucky ace. Could go one more. Shoot the moon. Nope. Devil. Yes. One more. Strength is good. Okay. Rebate on kings. I can snap off a jack first. Sure. I can play a pair of 10s without winning. Okay. Could be I turn a king into an ace is maybe more important than getting the rebate on the king. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play high card ace here. Or do I feel I have enough aces I should play the pair? Let's play the pair. We can't lose, because we could just play, what is it? Could just be a pair as the finishing hand. Let's discard the queen. Alright, so 3 I can play. King into an ace. I think I'm gonna go gold ace rather than gold king. The idea being, if I'm gonna hold a card in hand, the card that I'd rather hold in hand is an ace, right? So I could play the 4 of a kind with the gold seal. I haven't seen a death card. I should have stuck with the hallucination longer. Oh well. Alright, Buffoon pack, there's a constellation. So 2 more rounds on trading card. Probably Constellation's pretty good with the blue seals. Maybe I want to take Constellation instead of, could be something like Northern Lion, or maybe the Mail-in Rebate is not that good for us. Best case scenario, Mail-in Rebate hits aces, but then we don't want to discard aces. So I think at this point, yeah, we just drop the rebate here. Okay. Don't need Marble Joker. There's Saturn for the constellation. And then maybe $8 for a reroll is okay. There's Supernova. Okay. Alright. Hermie could be a steel card. Since we have the mime, the steel cards are more reasonable. In that case, let's use the planets and then go steel ace, I guess. Rather than 20 bucks. Go next. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about Mail-in Rebate. We do care about the bus. Let's play the gold seal. Okay. I can play a pair of 8s. Face down card I probably don't care about. I guess it could be What is it? Could be clubs. Actually, it is clubs. If it's clubs, this is a 9 of clubs. Could be a purple 9, actually. So let's play the pair of 8s. Could probably put Constellation over there. So I don't have a face card that I can discard with the trading card. So why don't we play... Could be we play a pair of aces first? Maybe? Sure. Great. So snap off the 4. Discard what could be a purple seal in the wheel. Ah, bummer. This ace of spades could be the gold card, so let's play these 4 aces. There we go. Oh, that's the steel one. Okay. One more round trading card. We have an Ankh. Could be, well, I'd have to give up my negative acrobat, so I guess we can't Ankh here. Telescope doesn't matter to us. Standard pack could be aces. I don't think, at this point, I don't think I'd take a gold 7, even though we do have the mime. Boss says base, chips and mold halved. That's a bummer. Before we go spectral, we can... I guess I can hold on to the Ankh, and then that way there won't be an Ankh inside the spectral pack. Go one more. There's strength. I could do the cat instead of the constellation. I only have the 1 lucky card, and we don't have that much time left, so probably I'm not going to do that. But I could do the cat instead of the trading card. We don't necessarily need the trading card for one more round of trading card. Probably taking the cat makes sense. Could be Grim for more aces, but then it makes it harder for me to draw my blue seal. Maybe that's okay. Strength, I still have 3 kings. So, Grim here. Lucky ace. Alright, we're doing it. Go next. Okay, so there's a lucky ace plus a rock. Okay, there's 2 kings. Yas. Purple, I can discard. I can play these aces. I have 10 aces in the deck. I only have 47 cards in the deck. Let's go fish. Okay. Purple, I can discard with this king. I can probably discard some more aces. Emperor gives me Justice and Star. So there's a lucky ace. If I want to discard, I probably have to discard the steel here. I think the steel might be too strong. Maybe I play the 2 steel cards as a pair. Okay. And then I don't need this queen. I did not get the... What is it? I didn't get the 4 of a kind, but that's okay. We can make a glass ace. And... do something like that. Stars, okay. Chip it. The 4 of a kind only matters to us if we get the blue seal. If we don't get the blue seal, then it's fine. Don't have to play 4 of a kind. Good. Spin the wheel. Let's go Celestial Pack first. This stuff doesn't matter to me. Maybe Plutonium. Arcana. Temperance for 50 bucks. So spin the wheel. And then money. No room for madness. Could be Deja Vu. Red seal on my lucky cards. Oh, I keep forgetting to buy cards for the constellation. There's another wheel. Go one more. And $8, probably we just go next now. All right, so could be lucky ace. I guess we could also make a red steel ace, would be pretty powerful with the mime. Oops. Bummer. All right, I can play a pair of 10s, throwing away a glass card. Okay, could be a pair of 7s, throwing away a glass card. And then discard for the blue seal. I don't need a glass ace. We get a steel ace. That's it. Haven't seen the blue seal in a while. That's fine, I guess. Alright, against this boss, we do need slightly more points. So there's 4 of a kind. There's a gift card instead of Northern Lion. I could be willing to do that. I could be willing to believe that's the right move. Let's go Spectral Pack first. Because it could be a Wraith. Could be sell the egg and then use Wraith. Could be sell the cat, use Wraith, and then if we miss, we can sell Northern Lion here. Could be Aura, and then get, could be a fancy ace, could be holographic ace, maybe. Nah, foiled again. Alright, so gift card is fine. Boots we don't need. Ouija's interesting. No. Too many aces already. This, no. Mercury, maybe. Stone Joker, $9. Saki Busky, we can't do. So let's save our money and go next. I guess we could take a telescope just to get rid of it. If we get Observatory, we can get the blue seals line of cards upstairs. Alright. I have a purple ace. 5th card. So now, it's a little bit too late to copy the blue seal. Probably we want to copy the steel ones. So I think maybe I discard this gold 9. Maybe I play the lucky ace. Let's play a lucky ace. Bummer. Then I can discard the purple 9. If I discard now, I can't get another death card, but I want to save the death card until after I've discarded. I can use the 6s to throw away the queen. Okay. I will probably use death to copy some ace. I kind of wanted to get the steel cards. I'm thinking about throwing away this jack. Maybe I play an ace here, allows me to discard the jack and try to draw the steel cards. Okay. With the boss giving me the debuff, I think the safest thing to do is copy the glass ace. And then we miss out on the blue seal value, and I think that's fine. So copy the glass ace. Emperor gives me a tower for... I could use that on... I only have 3 face cards left, so I could save the tower for my face cards, or I could just use it here on a 9. Maybe the benefit of saving it is I used Emperor. Never mind. Don't have to worry about a fool. So this wins, and I want to make room for the blue seal. Never lucky. Lost one, but not both of the glass cards. Okay. Could go back in time. This boss, random joker disabled. Okay. Strength for my last king, I guess. Plutonium, mercury. Okay, could be priestess for the constellation. Could be make more lucky cards. Let's go priestess first. Lucky ace here is a little bit awkward because I'm going to want to discard it, but I think that's fine. We got money, so we could definitely do a little re-rolling. There's a cardomancer. It could be instead of this gift card. Yeah, we don't need the temperances. Let's go cardomancer. For a chariot? Yas. Let's go play a pair of eights. Okay. Do I want to discard purple? Probably. There's a moon. Do I want to make the red steel card? Probably. I guess we can discard it. I don't need this 9. I want to try to get my blue seal. So here's a pair. Okay. Glass ace we can discard. I can play ace as a high card. Alright. So what do we got? There's the blue seal. I can play the glass ones, but then they have a chance of breaking, of course. I could play the gold one, but then we miss out on $6. I did not get the king for the strength card, and that's okay. Would I pay $6 to get a glass card? Probably. Well, not guaranteed that it breaks. Yas. 77 on the bus. Still nothing on the cat. Bad. There's a vampire? Maybe. Vampire instead of cat? Bet you we could grow the grow the vampire pretty quickly. There's another chariot, so fool. I could make a steel 10 and then save the chariot. I could strengthen the queen here and then use the fool to get another strength card. Maybe. Yeah. Would I rather just make a steel 10? Yeah. I think it's equally irrelevant either way. So, steel 10, use the fool, get another one. Fine, sure. Mega standard pack. Polychrome 5 is not gonna happen. Bummer. Go next. Cardomancer's being blocked. I could not have used the priestess because I needed to use the fool to copy the chariot, so maybe we should have used the strength card there. I think this is fine. I really want to use strength on my king in the wheel. All right, so here's another ace we can turn into steel. Let's play the pair of aces first. Glass aces we can discard. Purple ace we can discard. Gold seal, I guess I want to keep. I can play pair of aces with a gold seal, and then we have some aces left. I could do steel ace and then discard it. Great. So here's purple, and I don't need the steel card. Get another steel card. So looking for my king, I can play this ace. Still missing on the king, but I can make a steel ace, I guess, and then play the four of a kind. Okay, we got one. We did it. Only 2.8 on the constellation. That's kind of funny. So, 2 celestial packs. We have a telescope. Most played hand is high card. Maybe I shouldn't level up pairs. Maybe my pairs are too strong already. Alright. Go back in time. Earth. Go next. Random Joker disabled. Alright, Mime is out. We get the purple seal. I can start with the pair with the gold seal. We did lose a hand, so it's going to be harder for us to get the four of a kind, but maybe that's fine. I can discard this purple. Okay. I can play 9 as a high card. Mime is out. Bummer. Alright, so I could discard purple here, throwing away the sun. And I can make a gold card. So it could be gold ace, could be gold 6. Mostly doesn't matter. I can play this four of a kind with a glass card. I can play four of a kind without the glass card. Should be fine. And we don't have the mime here. Bummer. Okay. 84 on the bus. Nice. Walkie-talkie, plutonium, standard pack. This boss. Force a card to be selected. Blue seal 10. Probably we don't need because we already have the mime for the other blue seal. There's a fool for a Mars card. Could be I use my strength now. Man, I've been holding the strength for a long time. So, strength. And Emperor, rather than trying to strength the queen. Get a magician. That's fun. Familiar, no. Go next. Alright. Purple 9s. Get a hungman for... I have some face cards that I want to remove, but it's not a priority for me. I can throw away this steel card. Okay. Queen and 4, we can hang them, and then I can discard 2 glass cards probably. Play the pair of 10s. I can make a lucky pair instead of making lucky aces. I don't have that many aces left, so let's go lucky pair of 10s. Bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Still unlucky. Okay. Mars for constellation. Alright. Holographic. Mercury, maybe what's in here? We could reroll one more. Could be a bloodstone. Do I have any hearts? I could make hearts. So Temperance is 17. We could make a steel card, so maybe We're at the point now where instead of a gold card, we make a steel card. Maybe. Sure. And then Bloodstone. Maybe. Alright. Steel ace in hand. I have lucky 10s. I have 3 lucky aces. There's 2 purples I can discard. I can probably discard the 9. Maybe I want to discard the glass card. In the wheel again. Alright. So there's the pair of 10s. Throwing away the 9 or keeping the 9? Maybe I keep the 9. Kind of a strong pair. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Okay. Level 24 of a kind. There's an Emperor. Boss forces a card to be selected, so that changes what hero cards I have access to. Don't need the blue seal. Could take the Planet Merchant for the constellation, I guess, at this point. Okay. Could be a burger. I have 1 jack in the deck. Nah. Foiled again. Onk, I cannot. Go next. Alright. So, purple seal in hand. Could be one of those. Temperance. Okay. I can play high card here. I can throw away the gold card. Sure. Do I need this 10? If I play this pair with the steel card, that might be too much. Maybe I'm supposed to play 3 of a kind here. Maybe. Try that. Okay. I could play a straight. 91 on the bus. Could be I discard the steel card. And then here I can play this ace. Maybe. Bummer. Didn't draw these steel cards. Obviously I threw away some steel cards, but I wanted to draw some of these other ones. Bummer. I guess that means we play this 4 of a kind. Nice. Good bloodstone. Good lucky cards. Alright, team. 93 on the bus. So the idea with the bus is as a rental, okay, the rental fee is going to prevent me from buying other stuff, but because the bus is so powerful, then I don't really need that much else, especially if we're playing on the ghost deck and we can hex it and we can get polychrome, so it's already 50% stronger. When I think about the 3 easiest decks, I think about yellow deck, blue deck. They have what I say, this economic safety net. In those early rounds, you can take those rentals on the yellow deck because you can use the interest to pay for the rental fees. On the blue deck, you can use those extra hands as money to pay for the rental fees, or if you get some kind of scaling joker, then you can scale it faster and then make up for the fact that you have less jokers, make up for the fact that you have less money. On the ghost deck, having that polychrome, that is 50% more points. So it's kind of similar to having 50% more hands, like 2 extra hands, kinda. On this one, we had the choice in the beginning. There was, it was Rental Brainstorm, and what we said about the Rental Brainstorm, it's different from Blueprint. It only copies the thing on the left. So in this situation, you wouldn't be able to use Brainstorm to copy Constellation, for example. Maybe, but typically you're using it to copy your scaling Molt Joker. So using Brainstorm to copy the bus here, it would be like a ×2. And we said, okay, for a ×2, then do I want to take that rental for a ×2? Like a rental Eternal Duo or rental Eternal could be Card Shark. And I think for me, yes, on the blue and yellow decks, but maybe not on the Ghost deck. We did immediately find the mail-in rebate. Of course, that's the best case scenario for the Brainstorm play, because then you can use the Brainstorm to copy the mail-in rebate. Now you're getting more money and you're using that money to pay for the rental fee. And then also you're using the Brainstorm for scoring. But we said we can probably win without the Brainstorm. Whereas if we take the Brainstorm, there's a lot of situations where we end up losing, actually, just from having too many rentals and having not enough money. What else did we get? We also got Hallucination was a thing that we could have copied with Brainstorm, but that would have been another Eternal. I think if we had the rental Brainstorm, we would not have been able to do the rental bus. So another consideration for the Brainstorm is if we have this rental Brainstorm, I cannot take any more rentals. I cannot take a second rental until I have some kind of money generator. So by taking the Brainstorm, I'm deciding that a third of the Jokers in the shop, I'm not going to take them anymore. Would have prevented us from taking the bus. What else? We also could have done Faceless Joker with Brainstorm. We had Faceless Joker for like one round. We could have copied the Mime with the Brainstorm, but maybe that's kind of a rare situation. The Mime is an uncommon Joker, shouldn't really plan on that. So it's just, of all the possible benefits that we could have for the Brainstorm, it was safer for us not to do it. But in your playthrough, if you ended up taking it, seems like it would have been a good time. One thing I say about the Blue Seal nerf, the Blue Seals are, of course, problematic if you're playing pairs, and you can very easily dig for the Blue Seal by playing 5 cards at a time, discarding 5 cards at a time. It's still problematic even if you're playing other hands. If you're playing straights or if you're playing 4 of a kinds, you're getting the Blue Seal activation less times, you're getting less planet cards, but each individual planet card is worth more. So in this particular run, we've got the 4 of a kind, right? If we're getting, with the Mime, 2 4 of a kind levels per round, that's 60 chips per round. That's 6 molt per round. We get some scaling molt from the bus already, but we aren't really having, that other source of scaling chips. So that's kind of the main thing that the planet cards do, is they give you chips, whereas the Jokers already give you molt. When I talk about the Blue Seal nerf, what I say is like, any kind of change to the Blue Seal, it only affects the runs in which the Blue Seal actually shows up. So it only affects half of your runs. If you don't think the Blue Seal needs to be nerfed, try playing without the Blue Seal for a month. Tell me how it feels. Take care, everyone.